Hello everybody, and welcome to a Worlds of ZZT blind playthrough. Due to some unfortunate circumstances at home, I have been unable to do much of anything that wasn't related to fixing a leaky kitchen sink and replacing a garbage disposal bracket and all kinds of under-the-cabinet horrors. Which means I have fallen much more behind on the article that I ideally would be publishing today. It ain't exactly ready, I can tell you that much. So I'm going back to my usual bag of tricks and checking out one of David N's ZZT The Next Chapter games. Last time I did this, I played through Tower of ZZT, the first in a series of unofficial sequels to ZZT and Super ZZT's official worlds. And this time I'm playing the one in the middle, Great Pyramid of ZZT. This one is interesting, because as you can see in the corner, we are playing the STK version. It actually comes with 2 copies of the world, identical in gameplay, but not identical in graphics. This was due to Z2's policy at the time, which enforced quality standards on uploaded worlds, otherwise they would not be added to the archives. And the most notable of those requirements was the use of STK graphics. You know, this lovely sunset in the background. And unfortunately, it applied to pretty much everyone and everything. If you weren't an admin, you weren't really going to get an exemption. So poor David here had to make his game twice, once with his original retro design, and then again like this, in order to appease the moderation staff. It was kind of a weird time in hindsight. But I decided I would try this version out, because honestly I feel like today everyone would go for the classic, the real authentic style, the true in the vein of 1991 release. And honestly, I don't think this one looks that bad, flipping through the boards a little bit. Like, this is a nice title screen. It's not anything wild, but you know, it looks a little, you know, what's the other one look like? Mind whatever other worlds I have in here. Like, yeah, the text is harder to read. It's just a bit more bland and flat. I don't like Z2's old rule about quality control like this. I don't think it was really a benefit. Believe me, people still made plenty of really bad games that had fancy colors. But I thought, for a change, I would go for this instead. So let's get into it. Let's see what the STK version is all about. It's mostly just, from what I've seen, we've got these little fades to black instead of just fades to yellow breakables. That's pretty much it. It actually ends up looking a little more vibrant in this version because of all the background colors used by the regular walls too. Although, you know what? The fact that I can tell that there's something under this scroll here, this is a different color, already means that something is up. There's already compromises. Nice little tune. ZZT The Next Chapter, World 9, Great Pyramid of ZZT. After escaping from the Tower of ZZT, you escaped back into the town, a lot of escaping, and took refuge in a giant pyramid on the edge of the town, believed to have been built by an ancient forgotten race. After entering the pyramid, you triggered a stone door that closed, blocking your way out. Fumbling in the dark, you eventually arrived at a brightly lit room with a huge statue in the center. With no idea how you got to here, you will have to find an alternative escape route out of the other side of the Great Pyramid of ZZT. By David N. of AuroraSoft, and a couple of playtesters, including a guy with a very powerful last name. That's somebody who, if they were a school teacher, would probably be called Mr. K. Alright, we got ourselves a little open hub. good amount of initial supplies. And as always, with no idea on what lies in what direction, I'll just stick here, because that's where I wound up when I grabbed all the stuff. What's to the east? Alright, straightforward shooting. I'm getting a lot of torches. I'm curious how many of these we're going to need. See if I can keep these gems going. And a nice gentle intro to the path. I think we might be following the town tradition. Just starting with a few more straightforward action boards, and then, oh, there goes that gem. And we'll see what we have to do for a purple key, because that's a lot more likely to be a puzzle. We also get, actually, a number of splits, even on this path. We have 3 roads to travel. I'm going to regret not shooting those tigers now. No shooting. Be alert. It is possible. Okay. This is not a purple key puzzle, but it is a puzzle. Oh, you're not a slider. What are you? I see. Okay. I mean, that's better than the games I've come across where you do just have to realize that an identical slider to all the other ones is actually an object, otherwise you can't beat the puzzle. Worried about this bomb. Guess that would be... Okay, it's gotta blow up one side of breakables. Is this completely symmetrical? I guess other than down here... Looks like it. Let's just blow up these. Now you want to get that in the non-STK version. You would not have walls made out of water. Ah, this is the part where I make a fool of myself. I need... Oh, this is not symmetrical. There's more room over here. It is possible, but not the way I was doing it. Let's try from the other side. Is this any better? Oh, wait. I would want... Okay, yeah, I think... This is at least a step in the right direction. But then it immediately hits the wall. Well... Still stuck. Well, it's a good thing he says it's possible, otherwise I would give up. What else can we do here? I mean, we can't do anything. Oh, if I've been moving you up, I should probably move you down. That's going to be better to begin with. Then... Okay, yeah, because now I can just... move you... I feel like I need to be able to get to both sides here. This is actually a pretty solid puzzle. By which I mean I don't hate it, and it's stumping me. Don't get anything out of doing that. No, I need to be able to push something up the sides. Well... Never be able to push this down. So I either need... We're going to be here all day, sorry. You can just jump ahead 20 minutes into this video while I fail to accomplish anything. No, there is no benefit to going this way. I have to go left. I'm not going to save. I didn't even mean to go up. Well, you know what? What'll we get out of this? This is exactly the same situation I was in before. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Definitely didn't just pause the recording for about 15 minutes. Oop. I've solved the puzzle. Step 1. At least I think I did. So first, you do this. Then, you leave and do something else. I kept looking over at the left side, being like, boy, if only I had gone that way first, I would have, made a little progress before having to pause the video. This game has 2 old reviews from the Z2 era, one of which has somebody say, I hate slider puzzles, I couldn't solve the slider puzzle. Other than the slider puzzle, good game. Realizing that there's 2 bombs over here. But I think just the one will be enough to get up to that yellow key. In which case... now we can blow up both sides. Very sneaky. I really like the idea of dividing the board up into multiple rooms like that and making players actually have to realize that no, these aren't actually 2 separate things. They do interact with one another. I think I just push this and say good enough. Yeah, that looks promising. Those are a lot of stars. And the gem is... okay, the gem is just a mean little trick. If you go for that early, you'll get stuck inside. The game is not afraid of soft-locking you. I mean, it does say save like 8 times, which honestly, any board that does that is okay by me. As long as you're willing to tell players that, see, this is enough. Now, actually, look at this. There's consequences for using SDK graphics. There's a reason this game didn't. Okay, now I do actually have to solve the puzzle, though, is the problem. What have I been doing? I think, like... oh, it's, okay, there's not much puzzle left, thankfully. There we go. But wow, quite the start. That was clever. I really liked that. These tigers make me shoot that gem. Okay. I do really like this series. I already played the 3rd one on a random live stream one day. That one was a lot of fun. That one is like as long as these other 2 combined. You're really in for it. I think they do a... ooh. I think they do a nice job of being good throwback games. They've got some very similar puzzles and things that you've seen already if you've played the original worlds, but you've probably played the original worlds 100 times, and, a remix, if you will, can be nice. Now, I wish if he was going to be using SDK, though, he would not use these door colors. I think this one's the red one? Or is that just because it's... see, now I'm not sure. What color is this? It's yellow. I'm gonna assume that that's what that key was for. Oh, man. This is green, actually, isn't it? Yeah, that's not even a choice then. Okay. Now we have a choice. These are also good puzzles. I like this design. Trying to figure out a path, map your way through it. It's a relaxing kind of puzzle. There's no... You can really keep track of it much better in your head than a slider puzzle. There's no real hurry. But again, the door colors, the white door frame just makes this a lot more difficult than it needs to be. But we really weren't concerned with that back in 2001. We had the eyes of teenagers. Hindsight is 20/20, eyesight is not. Let's see, that'll give me white. That'll just be a dead end. Oh, this is also a dead end again, okay. I might be overthinking this. There's not actually a lot of branching points. If you want to see this puzzle taken to like its limits, Anna, with one N, ANA, by Vanco, does a fantastic job. There's a whole section that's just finding paths through keys and doors. It's very well put together. I think, is this green? Okay. Again, it's a dead end down here, so of course. Okay, we've got an actual decision. That is blue, which will get me a cyan, which will let me get multiple greens. These are both green? No, see... Okay. Well then, no, there's still not really a decision to be made. I guess this wasn't really a puzzle at all, honestly. Now, David N is the person who, like, actually got me to start considering colorblind players. So, I guess it makes sense that his color puzzle will be, like, secretly not a puzzle. Oh, no, I still have a red key. I guess that was what the yellow one was for. I mean, it still had me stopping and thinking. Alright, let's see. Let's go back to one. Let's see what we're dealing with here in the dark. And you also, with this shading, kind of get a feel for the shape of the room. I don't think we're really going to get more information with the fade. But you know that there's not something just immediately on the other side here. I'm going to shoot this gem. So far, it has been a nice little mix. Adventure, action, and puzzle. Whoa! What are these? Those are not centipedes, whatever they are. I will just shoot them. And hope it works out, which it looks like it has. I mean, that's interesting. I would have liked to learn what their deal was. Oh, okay, I'll save my game. The bunker. I guess this is a bit of a slay the 6 dragons from town, but just one, a bomb boss. I mean, pretty generous, pretty kind. I would say this is not the most challenging of worlds when it's not in puzzle mode. Unless I need every single one of these bombs to land, actually. That one was close. Let's see if I can get this one. Okay, we should be good. Okay, you're really going for broke. You don't care if the player has to start over. You wrote save your game on the board. Ah, okay. So 2 spares. Oh, and a custom purple key message. That's nice. I'm glad to see I wasn't the first person to do that with Captain Cutlass. I'm not surprised somebody else has. Let's see. Congratulations, you found a purple key. Go back to the statue room and place the key in one of the purple doors. I have yet to see this statue room. And also, we have to backtrack. I don't think there's any threats left. It's not exactly the long... Well, I mean, with the door board, I would really have appreciated something to expedite this process. Yeah, nah, this is never ideal. I don't really have anything to, like, think about while I do this. I just have to go walking. Alright, that's the eastern path clear. Going up both of those. Off to a promising start, I would say. If I was a statue room, I guess up or down. I really want to find that, though, because, again, it's purple keys. Well, okay, we found it. Key for purple. The scroll reads, 5 purple doors, 5 purple keys. Together your path, onwards and outwards, is made clear. Ooh, okay, we're gonna get some fun little effects. Oh yeah, the sliders here match the little breakable colors in there. Touch the statue and it speaks. 1 key uncovered, 1 barrier removed. Many more trials lie ahead. Survive. I think he could use a little help with his meter, but who am I to judge? So there's going to be 4 keys on these other 2 paths. Unless those are passages, which actually they are. I can see that. I do wonder how we get inside. Are we going to pull a lever? Ah, okay, so this one starts in a dark room. I mean, you do get torches at the beginning. So you probably won't be, like, afraid to go this way. But if the first path I went on was left, I probably would have just turned around. Is this some sort of checkerboard? Where you have to shoot your way through the white squares? That's what it's looking like. Really? I don't believe this. This fake key was made to make it more difficult to get through the pyramid. Of course it was. You didn't fool me for a second there. Yeah, these, the narrow hallways, these little choke points, make it kind of easy to deal with the enemies inside. Or so I thought. I'm sure you're also fake. I bet there's not even a purple key on this board. It's the first one in this direction, there's no way. You gotta do a little build-up. Oh, what? Really? Yeah, there's no other exits here. Really? I guess no supplies. There's some reward for exploring a little more, at least. I'm gonna break the rules, and I'm just gonna look, see if I care enough, because I would just head back, but I don't want to miss anything notable. No, just a little bit of ammo. What was this board? The chessboard. It's only 8 by 6. Alright, steady progress. What's this statue have to say? I like this. I like these little words of encouragement with each key collected. The second key is in place. Another ordeal lies ahead. Another part of the puzzle to be solved. Okay, not exactly motivating. I don't feel like there was really any... I guess Dungeons has a real sort of feeling of progress as you turn in the purple keys. The way you get to see sliders move out of the way. But Town and Caves, you just kind of open a door. There's a little bit of excitement with Town, just because eventually you get onto like a board you haven't seen before to turn in the last key. But beyond that... Okay, well this will explain how we get our other keys on the same route. Are these the... Okay, so they go from theta to beta. Nothing. What's their deal? What if they attack? Okay, so they're just enemies that take 2 hits. They're basically lions. I'm also kind of surprised he didn't transcribe the ouch sound for that. Actually, yeah, it did defeat itself, right? Yeah, okay, so they really are one-to-one, just custom ZZT creatures. They're following the rules. Don't think they gave any points. I wasn't paying close enough attention until the last second. Oh, back in the darkness. Oh, okay, this is actually a derivative looking room. Are there going to be tigers then? Nice. Ricochets for player empowerment are really underutilized, I feel. It's always really satisfying to make a bank shot. Oh, this is far more generous than the board in Caves, though, which is just loaded with tigers. Oh, okay, we're doing another split path. That makes sense. I mean, the path's already split. The Gauntlet Mark II. Which one has the Gauntlet? I genuinely don't remember a board called the Gauntlet. Oh, it might be in Super ZZT, actually. Well... It looks a bit more like the path to the castle in town. Can't get in here. This doesn't look promising. And even if we did make it that way, we still need the key. So I guess I just gotta erase the beam. Dodge the... Oh, okay. Okay, we got tread carefully. We do have a gun. We can still shoot, which makes that a lot easier. Oh, this is always kind of a mess. Intersecting blink walls like this. You just kind of hope. Yeah, good, great. And this isn't really an obstacle. I would have appreciated something being in here. Doesn't mean that it's gonna... I mean, it's an obstacle in the sense that I can't just get the key, but it's not... It's not an obstacle that can actually stop me. Oh, there's a time limit too. Okay, we're good though. We're good. A lot going on there. Okay, this is certainly a maze with invisible walls. This is kind of a light for a perfume, honestly. The chessboard wasn't that intense either, honestly. Are those gems kind of like... No, okay, they're not. I thought they were kind of like a little guide to reference wall corners. No, the build-up just isn't here. I guess when you have to spend all your time making the game twice with different graphics, you don't have time to work on making the game as exciting. to be clear, this isn't bad. It's just very... It's very simple. This is like a game you would give not to people who have, like, played town and city so many times that they already know what to expect. They've got it down pat. This is what you play if you can't beat town or city. Other than that first slider puzzle, I would like some extra gems. And I'd also like to see what that boulder is, because I don't think it's a boulder. What is this thing? A box of ammo. Really? And now we're loading up on supplies. This is much easier than I was expecting. I don't remember Tower of ZZT being this easy to get through. You know me, I want to just hold up. Okay, you've... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm a little worried that I used the same counting pattern. I guess that top one is blinking faster, honestly. I'm lucky that worked out, then. Alright, so that's our third purple key. Again, yeah, heavy on backtracking. It makes for a lot of filler. I think this was an issue with Tower. Well, no. Tower was a lot more hub and spoke. It was a bit like Dungeons 2. You just went to a floor, there were a couple of passages for each room. I still wonder, though, how I get in here. I'm getting to the point where I'm worried it's going to be talking to one of these statues. Such a statue speaks, drawing ever closer. Will the end ever be reached? Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? The ZZT player has a rough life. Okay, so this will be the last path, and then... I mean, maybe he saves that path specifically for last, and then you can kind of go all out, knowing that you've gotten this far. I wouldn't mind that. Well, something was going on up there with the bullets for a little bit, but again, it's generous with its health. It's very generous with its ammo. It's not a very challenging game. Club. I hope that's good. Colorful. Here's for our maze. Only one carrying the 4 suits may pass. Okay, so it's another... It's a key maze of sorts, with a little bit of theming. That's always nice. Okay, cart. I'm realizing these are all very loaded symbols. We've already seen hearts for health, we've already seen gems for gems. We've already seen clubs for statues. I don't know what a better theme would have been, though, honestly. I think maybe could have just used, like, colored gems to match all these colors. Enter. What's this look like, actually, in whole? Alright. Now I'm actually curious what this one looks like in the non-STK version. Because you can get these backgrounds with just pressing space with text, but not for white. What is this board called? Transporter Central. I'm going to find out. Ah, okay, it just goes with breakables instead. Fair enough. Okay, now we're... Hang on, there's a secret over there? Well, you know what? We're going to have to backtrack. So that's something. I can appreciate that. Now it won't be so bad because there's something new to discover. Ooh, okay. Hang on, logic puzzle. No two matching suits are adjacent. Does this cycle through them? It doesn't cycle. Well, let's just put things down. Let's see what happens first. Diamond lies below hearts. I guess matching must be color? Or maybe they're not all used? The death suit lies on the south. I'm unfamiliar. I mean, King of Hearts is Suicide King, but Diamond lies below Hearts. This Spade Club. Boss, what? I'm kind of curious what was going on there. This is an interesting board, though. I guess I'll figure it out when I get to it, though. Oh, okay. So I guess I did do the puzzle right? There wasn't really any fanfare. I was kind of expecting like an invisible barrier or something. Okay, we're having fun with connecting a board to itself. There's a lot of these buttons to press. This is fun, though. This is taking, again, the same... Basically what the chessboard did, honestly. But it's making it a little more interesting, just with how this all connects within itself. Let's see. I can get... Okay. Let's get this stuff too on here. Ah. I need to get to those 3 buttons. Okay, easy enough. It also kind of helps scatter the creatures a little bit, since they keep trying to move towards me, and where that is can change wildly. Can I have my key now? Oh, okay, well that's how you get here. I'm worried that the mechanism over there was supposed to spit out the key. Lock the door. Yeah. Okay, well the backtracking isn't so bad thanks to the transporters. Okay, let's try this again then. Okay, well, Death suit lies on the south. That's gotta be spades. I guess this does mean color. That would make sense. So, you would be hearts, you would be diamonds, and then you would be clubs. No. I'm assuming, like, this object turns into a key? Oh, right. These two aren't supposed to be adjacent. Was it diamonds is below hearts, so I guess heart club? There we go. Okay. Cute. Yeah, again though, we gotta go back through these twisty little caves. I'll say at least it's something different, and it feels like something that would have shown up in an old ZZT game. I do like when he's a little more adventurous about it. Tower was like, pretty much every board had a really clear analog. I think this one's trying to get away from that at least a little bit. Okay, one more key. Your final ordeal lies ahead. Your path is lit. Your journey is nearly over. Okay, yes, so it is. It is a finale. Alright, so he can be confident that players are going in here with hundreds of ammo. Let's see if he takes advantage of that. The final. Okay, no time limit. Got button. This is the kind of board that I feel like should limit you to one shot. It's very unsporting that I can just shoot at the spinning guns and not have to worry about them. That was a rude line. Whoa! Oh, okay, we got one of these. So, what did this one do down here? I wasn't... Okay, so I do need that. But this won't... Am I supposed to make a... Okay. Clever. That's good. A lot of times doing that kind of thing breaks these puzzles, so I'm a little reluctant, but I think that's the intended solution. And I think acknowledging that you can do that and making it easy to do so is probably the way to go. You get to make a fun little barricade. Lots of colors. So what's this one going to do then? It should do something with the middle column, I would assume. Yes. Okay, so now we're able to get out of here. Yeah, okay. I like this. I like the way this path changes. Oh, I guess I also have to do it up here, too. There is no way of getting through that otherwise. I don't think there's actually enough. Oh. Well. There's not enough to begin with. I think if I space them out, I should be fine. Yeah. Well, okay. Not fine at all, actually, but... Alright, no, this board is winning me over, though. Again, hold button. Does shooting these work? That would be interesting. No. Okay, you know what? He knew I was going to have hundreds of ammo. He also was pretty confident I was going to have exactly this much health. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh no, there's a path. Never mind. Still probably gonna be bad. Alright, I'll just not get hit for the rest of the game. There's the 5th key. This will dump me out back in the lobby. Yeah. Any finale puzzle? Or are we just saying farewell? How do we end up this? One last hurrah? No? Whoa, 10,000 points. 10 points for every unit of ammo yet. Well, my health isn't going to give me much of a bonus. There's the old Sigma. Are you? What's your deal? It's just there for the fun of it. Fair enough. 100 points. 100 points. 10 points for every gem. Oh, I love the score boosting here, actually. 18,000 points. Alright, you know, that was fun. I liked it. I'm now, like, just questioning what Tower of ZZT and Castle of ZZT are like, just because I feel like that one didn't seem as exciting. So now I'm flipping through Tower really quick. I know Tower looks like it's got some more interesting boards for the most part. Yeah, no, I think this is actually a step back. Well, that's funny. Tower also has a Tiger Ricochet board. Very similar ending screens also. It's not bad. It's just kind of flat for a sequel, especially you are very much asking for these games to be compared against Town and the like. And Tower, I think, does enough fun stuff with the idea. This one was very straightforward. Again, I wonder just how much of it was just, I want to make a game, but I have to make every board twice because I really want to stick to the no STK vision. I'm just flipping now through the non-STK to see if anything stands out color-wise, and not really. Honestly, like, for the most part, this version I would say does look better. Like, they weren't entirely wrong about STK generally meaning a higher quality game, but it's still one of those things that's just extremely silly that they would just reject things for not using sufficient color. And then an absurd number of games of that era are just like gray and brown. Well, even if it's a bit weaker than its predecessor and its sequel, it's got the convenience of being part of a series. So you're never going to really play it in isolation. You're going to play them in order. And as far as that goes, it's not too bad. Just didn't really... It felt very simple for the action. And the puzzles honestly weren't a whole lot to write home about either. Well, you know, the middle child, as it were. Still, you could do worse. As far as retro-ZZT series go, it's overall pretty good. Alright, I guess that's going to do it for today. Thank you all for watching. Again, I apologize that I didn't get to do the closer look that I wanted to for today, but I don't have a kitchen sink right now. I'm probably not going to have a kitchen sink tomorrow. My priority right now in life is, what if I had a kitchen sink? And unfortunately, that means other things suffer a little. But thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your continued support. I will be looking forward to doing more of these, just not so much in this context. Part of me wants to just do a few of these and get a nice article buffer so I don't have to worry so much. But I don't like dumping these videos on people. Like, you get that from the streams. But alright, I'm kind of losing track of the plot for a video that's just, hello, I played Great Pyramid of ZZT. So, thank you all for watching. Visit the Museum of ZZT if you managed to stumble across this otherwise. And thank you again. See ya.